So, as there are a lot of Lamborghini Gallardos out on the roadways, this one certainly is one of a kind. Now see what makes it go.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below and I just might end up responding. John Cena is a man made of money. I swear to God, those pectoral muscles are stuffed with dollar bills. You see that teddy bear on the side of your bed filled to the brim with white stuffing? That's John Cena, except the stuffing is green and it's paper and it's money. John Cena is money.
My money was in that mattress!
The poster boy of World Wrestling Entertainment has managed over his 16-year career with the company to end up making somewhere in the $10 million on the annual, and good fucking God is that a high number of money. Because of that, well, the man can live lavishly. I'm D Wicket, and these are 10 items John Cena owns that are literally worth more than everyone watching this combined. Prepare for cars. Many cars. John Cena is a big fan of cars. Number 10, the 2017 Ford GT.
The 2017 Ford GT. The entire car is made from carbon fiber.
Wow, are you guys ready to hear a wrestling nerd try and talk about cars? Because I'm sure fucking not. Although, to be fair, we are starting out with probably my favorite car on the entire list, the 2017 Ford GT, a rare example of a car I actually knew about before making this list. This blue badass truly is a race car with a license plate with its insane power and space-age feel. The car is noteworthy for being all carbon fiber, having the most convenient steering wheel of all goddamn time, and having a multifunctional buttress with air intakes everywhere and a tail light that diffuses hot air.
This whole corner of the car acts as an aerodynamic force to keep the car on the ground.
I don't know shit about cars, but I'm pretty sure your average tail light does not do that.
In the words of Dr. Frankenstein, it is alive!
Number 9, the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini.
The Lamborghini.
What you waiting for?
This is called the Gallardo.
The Lamborghini. Fuck you, John. Fuck you. You really had to make me dislike you in this video by making a color pun. While the Lamborghini, as he insists on calling it, is a rare 2009 Lambo Gallardo, as I'm told it's called.
This is called the Gallardo.
That John Cena quite literally cannot fit inside of. That's incredible. There are plenty of specs I could surely go into that I don't know jack shit about, but even John himself was notably impressed with the rarity of his Verde Scandal Lambo, knowing for a fact it to be the only Lamborghini of its color.
The guy who ordered it wanted to match the interior, and the upholstery shop didn't know how to match it because it's a one-of-one color.
Number 8, the Batmobile.
This is a 2006 Lamborghini Murcielago.
Call it whatever the fuck you want. Call it a 2006 Lamborghini Murcielago. Call it a coupe. Call it a whatever the fuck. This thing is the Batmobile. I mean, Jesus Christ, that thing is the Batmobile. Yeah, super speed gating shifter or whatever the who gives a fuck. Guys, John Cena is Batman. Also, he opens this clip with him saying, "Mercy, mercy me."
Mercy, mercy me. Hi, everybody.
Now, I know Mercy, Mercy Me is the Marvin Gaye album, and I know that's the reference, but in my heart of hearts, I know John Cena just referenced Ye's Dark Fantasy, and now that's a hip-hop crossover I can't stop fantasizing about.
Dean Ambrose himself never talks to me at all. And the one time he saw this car, he's like, "Hey, man, cool ride. Looks like the Batmobile."
Number 7, his WrestleMania 23 entrance. Yeah, it's not an item that he owned, but shut up, don't be an idiot. In the great glove state, down in the D, John Cena earned himself the single most expensive WrestleMania entrance of all time when he busted through the grandest glass of them all in some Mustang that apparently cost $100,000 just for this single appearance. Holy sweet goddamn.
That poor Mustang right through the WrestleMania glass.
Now, no one here is fooled. John Cena is in the backseat with a stunt driver operating the vehicle until the car parks, but it was still pretty damn badass.
The tip is here.
Number 6, the Bugatti Veyron.
And when I woke up in this new Bugatti.
John Cena's favorite car of all time, we have the supposed epitome of a supercar. Once again, take Cena's word for it over mine. My word on the car is that it looks a little bit strange. I've never understood the whole way too expensive car thing, but then again, I'm not taking in WWE paychecks. I'm taking in Watch WWE paychecks, which, believe it or not, are slightly underneath $10 million on the annual. Even still, I can appreciate seeing the appreciating John Cena has for this car, even if he is completely and utterly underwhelmed by its perfectly normal doors.
The only thing I don't like, this. Wow, that was normal.
Greedy bastard. Number 5, Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG.
I spoke about having your cake and eating it too. I have a cake, a fork. All you see is a plate with crumbs.
Hey guys, another car I've actually heard of. Don't I feel special? Well, that's because in my humble opinion, this is one of the coolest looking cars on the list and possibly one of the sleekest cars I've ever seen. Between the gull wing doors, its front forward grille style, the massive yet simplistic tires and hood, this supercar really does stylistically have it all. You may notice the title and the fact that I've really not gone over much in the pricing and anything on these cars, and that's because this one alone is around in the $200,000 range, and it's one of the cheaper cars on John Cena's list. I don't think I need to get into the praises on all of these without making everyone here very, very upset.
SLS, standing for Super Light Sport. This thing comes in at a cruiserweight, 3,500 pounds. Everything about this car is cool.
Number 4, the Murcielago LP640. Mercy, mercy me, that right, I'm sorry. Now I may be eating my own words from the last entry because this thing might just take the top car spot for me. I know my consistency with cars is about as good as it is with wrestlers, but hear me out. Everything about this car looks completely different, and I fucking love it. It looks like it's from the year 2065. Between the xenon headlight compartments that are entirely separate entities from the car itself and a clear engine bonnet that allows you to completely see the engine, this car has plenty to offer, but by far the coolest part is that once again, it's another Batmobile.
This is the one they used in The Dark Knight. This is the car Bruce Wayne drove.
This time, it's literally the same model used in The Dark Knight. Like, come on! John Cena is Batman, and he's confirming it for us.
Diamond stitching throughout, on the seats, on the console, and this is different too. 640 horsepower.
Number 3, that goddamn Tampa house.
So, welcome to our ool. Notice there's no pee in it. Let's keep it that way.
Holy shit, this looks like pure money. I know Cena's been having some really weird transitions in life lately. The relationship with Nikki went all rocky and ended, I think.
This is where I push you in the pool.
Don't. I was thinking that you were going to do that
It's cool,
too.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
The living in Shanghai, China, the whole switch from WWE to Hollywood.
Wait, Roger, you can't go out in that storm.
That was an alternate for season 3 Ice Road Truckers. I'll be fine.
That was our best season.
But no matter what happens, at least at the end of any day, he can fly himself over to Tampa and reside in this fucking massive piece of land. Now, this isn't just a list of cars and one house Cena owns in the most expensive order, but in case you're curious, this would by far be the most expensive thing on this list, with the house alone costing Cena somewhere in the $4.4 million range. Christ. Also, this house is historically significant as its indoor swimming pool is where our current WWE champion learned how to swim.
Brian learned to swim.
You learn to swim right here in
In
the
this
pool.
very pool.
You got it.
Oh, it's good.
Number 2, the Rolls-Royce Phantom. Thank God we're back to cars. I was really getting worried there for a second, but when the Rolls-Royce first merged with BMW, this was their first beautiful born child. This fucker just screams sleek. Like, everything about it feels cool in that semi-old-fashioned way. This is the car I imagine they wanted to use in that John Cena entrance with CM Punk as like the Tommy gun thing on the outside. It's just fucking badass. With the iconic suicide doors and a seashell coloring inside, the car may not exactly scream modern, but for coming out in 2006, it is surprisingly advanced with its technology. The perfect luxury car for friends and family. This is probably the most realistic car anyone listening would want to try shooting to buy. As if any of us could even fucking fathom it.
The signature flying lady leads the ship in the front row.
And number 1, the 2012 Range Rover Autobiography Ultimate Edition. What the fuck did I just even say? Is that a car? I mean, holy fuck. Of all the cars John Cena has, this has to be the most interesting one. For those unaware, the 2012 Range Rover Autobiography Ultimate Edition doesn't sound like a normal car. That's because it really is an Ultimate Edition with only 50 ever being made. It's not hard to see why there's such a collector's item. Between having 4 captain seats, iPad integration, a fucking refrigerator with a pair of champagne glasses, and genuinely countless other little specialties to make it that much more unique, this car is truly one of a kind. Well, it's 50 of a kind, but it's more expensive. It's more expensive than all of us combined.
I actually searched for 4 years for this very car, and because it is just so unbelievably equipped, it is like riding on air.
And those are the 10 items John Cena owns that are worth more than your life. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below after liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and notifications, ring that damn bell.